Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good day. Um, Wanted to quickly jump on and have a conversation. As have you ever had a day where it's just seemed like things are just suddenly spiraling out of control and you just like don't know what happened. Like you wake up, you're all pumped up for a great day, and before you know it, you soon realize that nothing is going your way, or going the way that you had planned. And if anything could go wrong today, it damn well did. Well, let me share with you. That was me just a couple of days ago. It was, I woke up and it was so frustrating because did my normal routine, my morning ritual to kind of set the intention, prime myself for a great day, and everything was just going beautifully. Had a great meditation session, did my gratitude journal, and just did everything that I was supposed to be doing and what I normally do, and was really looking forward to a great day. But it was like one issue after another, and I was having some technical difficulties with my laptop, and it caused me to um, go through things and accomplish things like twice or three times as long as it should be taking me to complete. I wanted to, uh, when I, yes, yes, absolutely, Gordon. Hi there. And yeah, the older you get, the less things bother you. Yes, and you're absolutely right. But for me, it was like there were things that I wanted to accomplish before lunchtime, and because of all these delays, I couldn't. And it was just like I could sense myself spiraling. And then I also had a client meeting later on that afternoon, and right before jumping on my client meeting, my laptop crashed. I mean, of all times and everything, it literally crashed and I was late to my client meeting. Luckily, we have our smartphones. I was able to jump on and profusely apologize. But for me, it was just, that just wasn't how I wanted to show up, especially for a client who I'm supporting. And it was just not my finest moments. And I felt like I could have been more present, more focused, and whatnot. But so, you know what? I had a really off day. So here's what I did, and these three tips, and I wanted to share with you and how I navigated and dealt with that, and hopefully it'll help you. And if any of you are relating to this and have an off day and you want to have a personal chat with me, right now because of everything that's going on with the pandemic and quarantine, I know people are just in a lot of fear and anxiety and stress and whatnot. So if you want to, I'm offering a free 30-minute mindset and life alignment session. If you want to talk more about these, your off days or challenging things that are going on that you want to kind of help shift your mindset and kind of reset your mindset. But anyway, so the three tips that I did, that I personally apply, because this is me. I live and breathe this thing, and so I have to practice it myself in order to be able to show up and share and add value to all of you. Is that the first thing that I needed to do is have that awareness, right? Because when you have that awareness, you create this space between you reacting to what's going on and then you're being logical and kind of logically thinking through like what's going on. So that's really key because in that space it allows you just enough distraction and room for you to detach yourself from the emotions and get wrapped up in the frustration and stress and anxiety, and it kind of just spirals you out of control even more. And the second thing is, first, I'm sorry, let me back up and share that when you have your off days, what it's really telling you is that it's a blessing to remind you that there is some imbalance in your life that needs a little TLC from you right now. And with that knowledge in mind, so these are the three tips I do. So first is the awareness. I'm like, okay, so I'm having an off day. That means that there must be something going on in my life right now. There's an imbalance in my life that I need to give a little TLC for. And so the second thing is that I do a reflection of everything, all the aspects of my life, my spirituality, my health, my family, my business, my personal development, and all these areas of my life that are important, like my social life, fun and leisure, all of these areas. And doing a quick reflection of what areas in my life have I been kind of ignoring lately, or just kind of like pushing off to the side, and over time has created a huge imbalance, and coming out energetically through these off days that I'm experiencing right now. And so when I took the time to do that reflection, I realized that, I haven't really been taking care of myself, like that self-care. Like, for instance, really silly, I haven't been able to give myself a manicure or pedicure for the longest time, because it usually, when I do that, it usually takes about an hour and a half or two, because I like to just kind of take my time and whatnot. So I've been putting it off, and my nails have, like, one by one, are like cracking and chipping off and stuff, and I still have been putting it off and saying, I don't have an hour and a half or two right now. I need to show up. I need to cook dinner. I need to show up for my business and all of this. So I've been putting that off. The other thing is that I haven't been having fun, and doing the things that I really enjoy in life, like my personal interests and hobbies. For instance, experimenting with different recipes, or making a favorite dish, not just outside of just getting dinner on the table, but just really spending that time and enjoying myself in the kitchen, and playing with different ingredients, and coming up with this lovely creation that I can share with my family. I haven't done that in so long, and when I do get to do that, it gives me just such a sense of peace and joy, and I haven't been doing that in a while. And then the other thing I haven't been doing is actually just carving out time to read a good book, and dive into a good book that will help me grow my mind, and personal development in my growth. And so I took that, and I'm like, okay, so those are the areas that I've really been ignoring for a long time. So the third thing that I did was that I allowed myself, I literally took a full day, like a day off yesterday. And I dabble here and there for work, and answering emails, and showing up when I need to. But when I absolutely did, I just basically blocked that time off, and just kind of gave myself some TLC in terms of, I did my nails, and I was actually able to cut my nails. I was able to make my son his favorite spinach puff, that kind of like I took an idea from a recipe, and kind of morphed it into my own recipe, and it turned out fantastic. Had so much fun doing that, and it turned out probably the best version that it's ever tasted, than previous times. I'll share a picture of what that was in the comments below, so you can see what I made. And I also had a chance to dig into this really great book about personal development and growing my business, and that I've been meaning to do, that I just haven't had the time to. And when I went to bed last night, I was just so filled up from within, like that peace and that joy, and I felt like replenished with energy, and joy and gratitude again. And I had a good night's sleep, and I woke up this morning, and I said, you know what? That was just exactly what the doctor ordered. Because think about it. If you're going on a road trip, right, there are certain things that we need to prepare for. We need to gas up our car, get maybe pack, if you're me, pack snacks and drinks, and whatever clothes and everything that you want to bring on to your road trip. But along your way, yeah, your gas runs out, right? you're not going to like get upset with your car. It's like, oh my gosh, like why did you have to run out of gas right now? Or if you get hungry or you need a bathroom break, you're not gonna like beat yourself up and be upset with yourself for why do you have to be hungry or need a bathroom break, right? We just naturally we just pull over and make a quick pit stop to gas up, stretch our legs, go to the bathroom, maybe pick up some more food or whatnot. And then we just continue on our merry little way and we get to where we need to get. But oftentimes, what we do is it's like we actually just get in our own way, and we're just like, oh my gosh, it's like, why do I have to have this off day? And we're fighting it, and we're getting kind of immersed in that frustration even more, right? We wouldn't be just like abandoning our car in the side of the road and said, okay, fine, I'll walk the rest of the way, hungry and all, and bladder full and all, and not addressing any of that, right? We wouldn't be doing that if it was a road trip. So why would we be doing that in our journey of life, of everyday living, right? It doesn't make sense. But that's what we do, and we don't even realize it. So when you have your off days, just think of it as it's just a temporary pit stop. And it's reminding you to slow down, and take a break and address some of the areas in your life that is kind of out of alignment or not balanced right now, and show a little bit of TLC with that. And then you just continue on to your journey of wherever it is that you were trying to accomplish or head to. And that's really all that it is. So wanted to quickly pop in and just share that thought with everyone. And in terms of when you have your off days, the best thing you can do is just be kind to yourself and just simply have an awareness of you're having an off day. Take time to reflect of what are the areas in your life that's been a little bit out of balance right now because you were too busy trying to accomplish something or meet a deadline or whatever it is that you were trying to achieve. And then just give yourself some, show some TLC and self-care and fill yourself up from within so that you have more energy and more of yourself to give to others around you. And you'll show up more powerfully. You'll be able to be more clear-minded, and you'll be able to add more value to those around you or the things that you're trying to accomplish than ever before. And it's all part of the process, right? And like I said, it's a pit stop. It's a temporary pit stop. And then you just address what needs to be addressed, give some TLC to whatever areas that need some TLC, and then you move on, and continue on with your life, and it'll be better. And yes, you'll continue to have more off days and whatnot, but now you know the process, right? You have these tips, and you just remember, oh, this is just a temporary pit stop. Awareness, reflection, self-care. That's all there is to it. And again, like I said, especially during this time, I know there's a lot of things going on that's causing a lot of people to maybe not show up as their best self when they normally are. Like I know myself that I have those days as well. So it's okay, and just know that you will have those days. And oh, the other part, sorry about the self care that I really want to share as well, is also be open and willing to reach out and let if you have a family that you're living with or close friends or people that are in your close circle, it's okay to reach out and let them know that you're having an off day and that you could really use that extra TLC from them and extra love and support from them, and let them know what's going on as well. Because that's what I did. That night that I had, I came to my husband and even my son and said, I had a really bad day today. It's an off day, and I could really use a big hug right now. And that was exactly what I needed, from my husband, from my son, and they helped me kind of fill me up from that and giving me that love that I was really needing, that comfort that I need. And the same thing, even if it's like a close friend, right? You're not going to be bothering them. They're not going to, don't worry about appearing as, oh, I'm going to appear as weak and inferior or not strong or inadequate or vulnerable, whatnot. Because if these are the people closest in your life, your loved ones, your closest friends and family, they would be honored that you are coming to them and you are being authentic and letting them know that you need help, because we are all humans. We are going to need help and support from each other. That's what makes us and relationships and connections so important to us, because that makes our life so much more meaningful, to have those relationships and connection in our life. And that's what it's there for, right? Yeah, you wouldn't think twice when a friend calls you up and said, hey, I'm having a really bad day, and you'd be happy to talk, let them lend a listening ear and offer comfort and support. They'd feel the same as well. So just make sure that when you are having your off days, give yourself permission to be vulnerable and show your loved ones that vulnerability so that they can show up for you and be that kind of support and that foundation to build you back up from internally, right? And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Corin, thank you so much for the comment. Good advice. I'm glad that it's resonating with you and that you're liking that. And for everyone else who is popping on or listening this as a replay, hopefully you'll take those 3 tips as takeaways for the next time you have an off days. Remember, it's just a temporary pit stop. Just stop, do an awareness, take time to reflect, and do some self-care and rebalance your life from there. And if you need additional support, especially during this time more than ever, right now I'm offering my support in terms of a free 30-minute life and mindset alignment session to help you find peace and purpose and balance during this time of uncertainty. And if I can help you kind of talk things through more about your off days and help you kind of shift that mindset, because mindset is so important more than ever right now. So if that's something that I can help you with, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll put the link to my calendar in the comments section. Please feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to support you in any way that I can. So hope that was helpful. And if you have any other thoughts around off days and what your advice is in terms of what you do, how do you deal with it? I'd love to hear that as well. So hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for listening, and hope everyone had enjoyed the rest of your. Hey, Craig, thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the encouragement. Hopefully, if you have any, Gordon and Craig or anybody else, if you have any lasting, last minute comments or questions or things you want to just talk through, I'd be happy to spend a few minutes and talk through that as well. But if not, then hopefully you can. If you come up with anything, just leave it in the comments. I read every single comment. I'll reply to them. And again, this community is all about connecting, inspiring, and uplifting one another. So any thoughts anyone has, whatever you have a question on, I'm sure someone else in this group is questioning, and feel free to share and be vulnerable. Like I said, I'm a mindset coach, but I also have off days, and I was very open and vulnerable in sharing with you with that, because no one is perfect. We're going to have these days, so it's important for us to stay connected and inspire and uplift each other now more than ever. So all right, everyone. So if no one has anything else, I will go ahead and wrap this up and look forward to hearing your comments and also seeing whatever thoughts that you have that's going on. And I will see you in the next live session. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.